What's going on, you guys and Bruin fans? Uh, UCLA gets the win over St. John's to really help out their tournament resume. Makes another win, 3 straight wins now for the team. On Wednesday, we beat USC, which was a really nice win for the sake of ending a losing streak, because that was very, very frustrating to lose 4 straight times to USC before winning on Wednesday. The team, they had its breakdowns in between, but in the second half, UCLA pulled away against USC in an ugly, ugly win. Of course, in the second half, they pulled away big enough. Sorry about that. But, hey, the streak broke, and that was good. Going on to today's game, St. John's was very, very chippy. I'll just say that much. A lot of fouls, a lot of iffy stuff. Very lots of fouls, and that created a lot of turnovers. The way St. John's was pressing today. This, of course, was Coach Lavin's return to Westwood. I was in middle school when he was fired, so unfortunately, I wouldn't know all the details about him, as some of you longtime Bruin fans do. But I didn't know what coaching was back in the day. It was just kind of another thing to me. With, of course, Steve Lavin. I have nothing against him, and I wish him the best of luck. But he almost pulled it off in the Pauley Pavilion. Technically, he's not returning to Pauley because over the past many years, he's been commentating games for ESPN in Pauley Pavilion. So it's common for him to talk about it. I always liked him as an analyst. And good luck to the St. John's Red Storm in the near-on future. They played really hard out there with all the seniors. These were 2 bubble teams trying to build their tournament resume, and UCLA pulled out the big win. Why? They overcame their slow start. A lot of turnovers, a lot of shakiness to start the game. It was very, very questionable throughout the game. I was wondering, oh boy, the way they were turning over the ball, it was sloppy, and that's credit to St. John's pressing. St. John's was pressing like crazy. A lot of double teams. I think it's the 2-2-1 press. Sometimes we call it. I think that's what they were doing. And they forced a double team. There was like 18 turnovers by the Bruins today, and St. John's must have did some scouting about free throws, because they know that our team has been up and down at the free throw line, and it showed. They had 27 made free throws, 41 attempts. People might say the refs were skewering this, but no. I think this was called right, because they were fouling in the back court. That's what they were doing. It was almost like they were trying to extend the game when they're down, but they were doing it with lots of minutes to go. Nevertheless, though, the Bruins got the win. Reeves Nelson, huge game by Reeves Nelson this game. Couldn't think of enough how he played, because he was iffy at the free throw line like he always is, but he was able to rebound, and he made the clutch 3-pointer that really mattered. I know people might be questioning the call and whatnot, but he was able to get the shot off with, seconds to go anyway. It's not like they ran it down those extra seconds. I know there was that questionable 3 seconds at the end, but still, Reeves Nelson made the shot in the end. Anthony Stover did all right on the defensive side of the ball, got a block. Stover doesn't have great offense, but definitely all right on defense. Malcolm Lee was making some big shots, including that acrobatic one. But the big player of the game, besides Reeves Nelson's big shot, goes to Josh Smith. Josh Smith showed what he's made of, and unlike some Jamison Morgan, this guy's actually living up to his hype. Being a top recruit, making an instant impact. Because we haven't had a true center in some time. Stover is just a defensive one, but Smith can play on both sides. Great rebounding, great physicalness, and really good awareness by Smith this game. Jeremy Anderson did, okay at the line. He was able to pass well, though. He better not take shots. Eric Jones, a lot of offensive fouls by the Bruins down the stretch. They were frustrated at all the, fouls in the backcourt that they were fouling in their own. Once again, though, props to the St. John's Red Storm for really playing hard and not giving up, because I know they were fighting for their tournament lives too. So, in the end, though, the Bruins win. If they can sweep this 4-game homestand and beat the Oregon schools next week, which they are winnable, and I'm not trying to be a homer saying that. Both Oregon teams are winnable this coming next week. We have a very good shot at making the tournament. We would have 18 wins and 7 losses if we win the 2 next week. 16-7 right now. It's good to see this team have a winning record. Good to see them fighting hard. It was ugly, and that's typical Pitt basketball. I know Ben Hellman has the Pitt roots, but they win ugly. We got the win. Now let's move on to next week against the Oregon schools. Good luck to Steve Lavin in the future, but didn't get it done in his return to Pauley as a coach. See you guys later.